In 1948, the State of Israel was created. For many in the world, it is considered the only democracy in the Middle East. But how did it come into being, and why is there animosity against it from surrounding neighbours? More importantly, how did a part of the world which was ruled by Muslim Turks come to be controlled by Jews? During World War I, the Allies, and in particular Britain, had an interest in weakening the Ottoman or Turkish Empire, a Muslim empire which at one point had power and control over parts of Europe, Asia and Africa, including Palestine and Egypt. As Britain enforced its imperialist outlook on many parts of the Muslim world, Egypt also succumbed and became a strategic satellite state for Britain. It is from here, and through deceit, nationalism and terrorism, that Palestine was transformed and transferred to the Zionists. Deceit. It is a misconception that Israel was created as a result of the Holocaust. Rather, in November 1917, the British Foreign Secretary, Arthur James Balfour, declared the creation of a Jewish Zionist state in Palestine. On the ground, however, the secret British agent, Lawrence, was painting a different picture to the Arabs. Nationalism. Lawrence of Arabia was undoubtedly one of the greatest British agents. By evoking Arab nationalism, he managed to persuade Arabs to revolt against the Ottoman rulers, something which would have been highly unlikely had he explained the actual plot to enslave the natives to the Zionists. As the Ottomans were removed, slowly the process to bring in the Zionists began. Terrorism. If today Hamas are the embodiment of militant Islam, before the creation of Israel, Irgun, spelt IRGUN, were the equivalent militant Jews. We have already covered the hidden truth behind militant Judaism in a prior video. However, what history tells us is that the Zionists were allowed to succeed despite massacring many British soldiers and civilians. In 1948, the Zionists were given the State of Israel. Sadly, the rules have been changed now, and rather than allow Hamas to create an equivalent state, the world has branded them terrorists. But the dangers of Zionism are not just limited to violent extremism and deceit. Ve'el Moshe is a Hebrew book written by a Jew, Rabbi Joel Teitelbaum, in 1961, which proved that Judaism is against Zionism. It is a detailed explanation on how Zionists have actually created a non-Jewish state driven by a desire to exterminate all Muslims. In conclusion, therefore, we can see how Israel came into being. Furthermore, we know why there is no peace in the region, and why you should be mindful on who you trust and do not trust, and why the grass isn't always greener on the Zionist side.